Hey everybody, welcome to A Culinary Journey. I'm Luca Paris.
I'm Dan Mitchell.
Nice. You did that well.
That wasn't bad.
Dan's the co-host of my radio show, What's Cooking with Luca Paris, and that's every Thursday.
Every Thursday, 9 o'clock.
There you go. And today is the big game, and not too far from now, you're probably having a party. You want to see things to cook. Maybe it's a little too late to show them now, huh?
About a half an hour before, so we may look a little blurry to some of you, but that's okay.
But that's okay, because we're going to have
Just
a
my
blast.
friends.
Yeah, we're going to make, we're going to take these tortilla wraps, Dan. I'm going to make these little cream cheese pinwheels with some jalapeno or
Very good.
chipotle. We're going to sear those off. They'll be nice and crispy. You're going to make me a rub for some ribs. Nice.
Okay.
Lamb sliders.
Right.
With some feta and a Tataki sauce. Boy, if you're not using it for this game, this big game, you're going to use it for next year's big game. And if not, any other game going on a week. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Ready to rock?
Plan. We're ready to
All right,
rock.
Dan, go deep, because I'm going to pass you the ball. And guess what? The Culinary Journey starts now.
What a bad pass.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. Big game day. We're ready to go. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing excellent.
Ready to cook?
I'm ready to cook.
Yes, you are.
Vintage.
Vintage Patriots. Nice.
The shirt actually
What's
has
the guy's name
a
again?
story that's Pat the Patriot.
Pat the Patriot.
Yeah, and it's about 25 years old, and I wore it only for Super Bowl games. Every Super Bowl game the Patriots have been in since they won their first one. I wasn't sure when I broke it out of the closet if it had been washed, because I never wanted to wash it because I didn't want to wash the luck off.
Right.
But since the last big game and we didn't win, I think it's been washed. And I know that because there should be some chili right here, and it's not there anymore.
But
Although
wait,
if you
wait,
smell it.
You didn't wear. No, I'm okay with that. You didn't wear it for the Giant game?
Well, I did.
You did.
Yeah, and then I put it away for a while. We don't need to talk about that, though. Why do you want to bring that up?
I don't
but
know,
anyway, this is my
'cause
vintage
it's fun that
Patriot
way.
shirt.
All right, good.
Yeah, it's all
We'll
right.
have fun with it.
All right.
Well, what we got to do first, Dan, is get a rub together for our ribs.
Okay.
So I have some ingredients there for you with some cumin, coriander, paprika,
Yep.
and sugar and salt. And I know you like doing rubs anyway. I mean, when
Right.
we do the show together, that's one of your favorite things is cooking ribs, right?
Right, yeah, we do it a lot. My kids enjoy it a lot at home, and the rub that I make, I can actually make it in advance. It stays on the shelf good for a couple, 3 weeks, so I can make a lot of it at once. And then if the kids want ribs or I need the rub for something, it's right there. And it's basically the same ingredients that I think that we're going to use here today.
Perfect. So you play with those, get those going.
I can do whatever I want, any mixture?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
excellent.
Okay, let's stop
No?
that. There's no Velveeta in the
Any-
rub.
any amounts
so a
that I
little bit
use?
of sugar. You don't need a lot, just enough to get us covered.
Well,
on
this is the salt, right?
That's the salt. The shiny one's the
Now
sugar.
you put both salt and sugar.
Salt and
Now I
sugar.
usually use brown sugar. You want white sugar?
Let's do a little bit of white sugar in there today.
And we're doing about this
And
size?
about there, yeah.
All right.
And a lot of people like using brown sugar because it caramelizes it too.
Right,
But
right.
I don't use a ton of sugar in my rubs because I like to get, it's more of a savory rub than anything else.
Okay.
And then you end up putting a barbecue sauce on.
This
which
is the
gives it a little
cumin. How much
sweetness.
cumin? Put a fair
Right
amount?
there.
Okay.
Oh no!
Is this your
you
recipe
could
or my
go- no,
recipe?
you go
This is
right ahead.
paprika. I don't actually use
Whatever you do.
paprika.
You
in mine.
don't?
Paprika doesn't, to me, really has a lot of flavor.
You should taste that.
You should taste it.
No, I'm good with it. I know how hot it is. That's a smoked hot paprika.
Now, I can
which
use
gives a lot
anything
of
here
flavor.
on the table? I
Yeah,
can use,
yeah.
because
Go
it's a
right
rub,
ahead.
right? You
Well,
black pepper?
That's black pepper, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I get nervous when I give Danny just the freedom to put whatever
This
he
is
wants
cayenne,
instead.
right?
Little cayenne. A little cayenne.
Who's going to be eating this?
You.
Oh, okay.
Want some time too, right?
All right. Do we have any of that?
I got time.
Fresh time. All right.
We don't have much time, but we have time.
All right.
How's that?
That's pretty
A
good.
little more?
Yeah, a little
All right,
time.
there you go.
All right.
Like my little bombs. Look at that. Boom.
Nice. I like
That's
that.
it.
All right.
Just me.
So this is, and this is all I should do. Now, I'm not using this because this
No,
is wet,
that's
right?
we're gonna use that onto a sauce that we're making a little bit later on.
Okay, so I'm not going to do any of that, so it's going to be dry. All right.
While you do that, Dan, I'm gonna start making. Now we're doing a rub for the ribs, and we're gonna pop that in the oven. It takes a couple hours, 2 to 3 hours on about 300 degrees. We're gonna be cooking that in the oven, and we already have one going. So I actually made a even better rub than that.
Now, when you do your ribs in the oven, some people do it wrapped in tin foil
Yep.
and do it that way really low and slow,
No.
and others just do it wide open. And
We're doing them wide open. We have them cooking in the oven, and we're flipping them over probably every 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then what I do too is add a little bit of water, or you could add some vegetable stock into the pan. So you almost do a little bit of a braising method there. It softens them up.
All right, I was
Really
wondering
good.
about it. Just I get concerned about them drying out a little bit.
Right, and that's what we're not letting have happen.
Okay.
So while you do that, the other thing we're going to be making is we're going to be taking these wraps.
Okay.
You want to rub this, or you're still looking for more?
Was that cumin or coriander?
Cumin, coriander.
Oh, I put a lot of coriander in here.
Okay, put some more.
Let's just- no, I
He
was
always
seeing it
scares
there.
me when I leave him on his own. What we're going to do is take these wraps and do a
There we go.
pinwheel with them. We're going to put some bacon and jalapeno. In this case, we're going to do chipotle, which is a smoked jalapeno that comes in a can. We're going to be using the two ingredients together with a little cream cheese and a little bit of grated. We're going to take this pepper jack cheese. We're going to grate
Okay.
that. We're going to make basically a layer of it on there. And when we do that, we're going to roll them up and crisp them in these crispy pinwheels. And then we also have lamb to do. So do you want to rub that?
Do you want me to rub that?
Yeah, go crazy. Have fun
Yeah.
with it. I'm not getting my hands dirty on this show. We're going to render down the bacon. So basically what I just did for the bacon is I put it in the pan with heat. You have a little salt on that side, Dan? Did you take it all? There it is.
Yeah,
It's
salt
over
right here.
Take a little bit of salt. We're going to actually pull out some of the moisture by adding salt to this. And it's just going to render down all that bacon. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. All right, yummy. What else do I need for over here? I need my chipotle in a second.
Now, when you rub your meat at home, do you let it? When you that took 5 minutes. Do you let it sit for a while, rubbed, or do you put it right in the oven? Because I heard somewhere, it might have been from you, that if you let it sit for a while, it kind of
what it
uses
does
the moisture
absorb.
in the meats and draws
What
some of the moisture
I
out.
love to do is actually get a 24-hour rub on there.
Okay.
Rub it, put it in the refrigerator, let it air dry. And you just have to hope that your wife will let you just leave a piece of slab of pork in the middle of your fridge. Let it air dry. If not, put it out, especially this time of the year where it's nice and cold. Leave it out in the garage overnight.
See.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze.
I can tell you're a city boy, because if you live out in the country, you leave anything out
It's
anywhere
gonna
that's
get
not locked.
eaten.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to get eaten, grabbed, stolen. And before you know it, you have like 9-pound mice running around
This
your house.
you could also wrap it and let it work that way because it'll just absorb the flavors into it. You won't lose as much moisture as you want to, but you do want to lose when you're working with meats. You want some of the moisture to be gone from that because it intensifies the flavor, breaks down some of the fat, and actually
Right.
helps in the cooking process. Nice rub there, Dan.
You like that?
Yeah,
Pretty
very
good
nice.
at that.
Let's get that on our pan that's heating up in here.
And you want it pretty thick, right? Because you want it to make like a crust.
we
So.
definitely want to make a nice crust.
Okay.
'Cause we're actually going to just have dry rub. We're not going to put anything on this besides the dry rub. So
All
there
right.
you go. All
Good.
right?
Yep.
Ready to go. That goes inside. We'll come and take care of that a little bit later. I got my bacon cooking down over here. There you go. Good cleanup, Dan. I like the way you're working.
I've been married for almost 20 years. I have to.
And you do all the cooking at home too, right?
I still do all the cooking.
Yeah.
Despite some protests, mostly from me.
No,
But I
they're
still
all
do
from
the
you,
cooking.
yeah.
They are all from me.
So-
Although my daughters are getting older,
think
so
you
they're
need to-
helping out me
why
out
don't you
more.
clean your hands there?
They're helping me out more in the kitchen.
Are they?
So yeah.
And they love cooking?
No, that's a punishment. They don't get a good grade, or they come home late or something. They have to help me in the kitchen. So.
All right.
But no, they like it. Two of the three enjoy it.
So what we're going to do is, Dan, I want you to start getting me ready this cream cheese with a little bit of our jack cheese, because that's going to go for
All
our
right.
wrap.
You want that shredded in there?
Yeah, we're going to basically use a box grater, use the big side for it, and shred that in there. You want to...
Did I ever tell you my shredded cheese story? What happened with?
No, let's talk about that.
Well, I don't know. It may hurt people's appetites.
Go ahead.
But I had a new shredder, and the first time I ever used it, one of my kids, they came running in the kitchen. Hey, Dad, I need something. I wasn't paying attention. And a piece of my thumb ended up in what I was doing.
Did you really?
Oh yeah, it was brutal.
Should I be watching out for you right now?
Well, when I saw the size of this shredder, I think it's possible. But I never did find the piece of the thumb. I'm just saying. Who gets to eat this? Can I do it onto here and then do it like that?
You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want, buddy.
Okay.
It's your show now.
Ow! No.
Yeah.
No. Good.
So what's your usual thing for Super Bowl games?
What do you mean my usual thing? Well,
like,
if the
what do you
Patriots
do?
playing, it's usually celebrating a victory. So what can I
Except for
say?
the last time.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, there you go. But what do you
Actually,
usually
the tradition
do?
has been the last couple of years is we celebrate it at home, and the whole family, the girls know that I'll make extra food. And in fact, one of their favorite things is a recipe I think that we did on the first ever show that you and I did together, which is the chicken balls. Well, not
was
chicken
it
balls,
chicken?
but
Chicken. It was a chicken.
buffalo chicken meatballs.
Yes.
And they love that I do that, so I do that for Super Bowl, and we make
Nice.
nachos and make some chili and make a bunch of food. And it's sort of an opposite, I think, of what some people do. The commercials come on, the girls sit there and watch the TV, and we eat, and then the game comes on, and they go do something else for a little while.
So it's all about the commercial.
Yeah, it's all about that and the food and everything, too. Is that a lot, or is that too much?
No, that's a good amount because we're just going to make a couple just to show people. So Dan, what I've done over here too is I put the Chipotle that I was working with. Now Chipotle is basically a smoked jalapeno, and this comes with an adobo sauce in a can. It's kind of pureed all the way through. It's absolutely wonderful.
Now, is that like with an oil base? Is
Yeah,
that
it's
what the liquid
a
is?
little bit of oil, the smoked jalapeno, and then it creates its own little sauce using the peppers, and you puree that. And I just added that to our bacon. Now that is going to end up in here.
Okay.
So what I need is a spoon that'll get one to the other. So let's get some of that fat away. We don't want to put all that fat in there. But we have this nice spiciness, and I've also put the cilantro in what you're working in.
Okay.
Right? Let's go. You get that mixed up. The bacon will kind of melt down that cream cheese a little bit better. I usually use my hands in there, Dan, because it's more
with
fun that
scalding
way.
bacon, good luck
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I usually will get
Before.
somebody else to put their hands in there.
There you go.
There you go. Kind of mix that up. See what you can do to that.
Okay.
All right. That should get going pretty quick, and we're going to add. Oh yeah, that's going to be beautiful. Want a little more fat in there, Dan?
A little bit, sure. It'll help melt the cheese.
Go
And
right
what are we putting this in? This is for the pinwheels.
This is going to be for the pinwheels. We're going to make a quick wrap with that. So Dan's got that going on. What we have is we have our ribs in the oven. We have our pinwheel working on right here. We'll clean up a little bit. We'll get our pinwheel started and get them ready. Then we'll start doing our lamb sliders. Check in on, with the lamb sliders, we're going to do a little tzatziki on there, and Dan's going to help me make the tzatziki, which is a lot of fun. And we'll pretty much put it all together not too far from now. So while Dan's mixing that, we'll start cleaning up, and when you come back, we'll start putting our pinwheels together. Don't go away. Dan, you having fun?
I'm having fun.
Yeah, good.
Slave labor.
Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I'm working on one of the first roll-ups that we're doing. Dan, how you doing over there, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
Look how nicely I did that.
Yeah, you did a great job on it. Well, Dan's going to show us what we're doing. So we got that little mix together.
What?
No, I just love watching you do this. Cream cheese, the pepper jack. We have some cilantro in there, and the smoked jalapeno or the chipotle, and bacon. What else do you need? That's just great. So Dan's going to roll that up sometime by the time the show ends. And when he does, it's going to look something like this that we're working on in here.
Something like that.
Something like
It'll
what
be
we're rolling
something
on.
like that.
So a little bit of roll, and then we're going to cut it into pinwheels. While he's doing
How's that? That's good.
Huh?
That's good.
No, you need more.
Do I need more?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
I don't cover the whole thing, though.
Yeah,
do I?
you want to cover the whole thing. You don't want to have any pieces missing. While he's doing that, what I'm going to start doing is getting our ingredients that are going to go into our lamb sliders. So we have ground lamb that I'll show you in a second. And then I'm going to saute some of the ingredients that go on the inside. I like them sauteed when they go inside because they're going to add a ton of flavor that way. So we're going to put some shallots and the herbs. We're going to cook them all together. I'm going to put them right into our lamb slider and get them on the grill as soon as possible. Perfect job, man.
I almost licked my fingers.
Did you?
That's, a bad thing. That's what I do at home, right?
Yeah,
You shouldn't
that's
do that when
fine.
other people are going to prepare
We're just
your food,
hanging
right?
out.
Right?
They
Lady
know
in the
you're
front
going
went,
to do that.
ew, he's going to eat. No, don't eat it. So now I just roll it, and I'm not rolling it like a burrito. I just roll it flat out, right?
Roll it nice and thin. Let's go. See, we'll look at that.
Okay.
That's got a nice.
So just nice and thin, just like this,
Like
right?
a cigar would be rolled,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Or
Let me
something.
Take this one off of here. Or something.
No, you
It's
want.
not a college show, man.
I learned to make these in Stoke Hall at UNH.
All right. All right. While you do that, I'm going to start adding I don't know where to go with you sometimes.
All right.
So how many years have we been doing the show together, Dan? Do you
I think
remember?
you said it was over 10. I think we always say 10. That's the
We say
patent
10.
says 10.
We've been saying 10 for the last 10 years.
You know what? If I take some of this, I can kind of glue it shut. Do I
There
have
you
to
go.
do that?
That's why you have to do it all the way to the end.
I was going to lick it, but that just
Once again,
that once
you know.
again would have been inappropriate.
Yeah, well, I'm going to add some cumin and coriander
Mommy,
because
what's
all
Daddy
the ingredients
doing?
seem to be
Never
on your
mind.
side today.
Okay.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Feel like Fidel Castro.
I'm going to
Or
add...
Cheech Marin.
Oh,
Okay.
my
Do
goodness.
you want me to put this in the oil?
Yeah, put it
or-
right back here.
Okay.
Get it in there. We're going to sear it up.
Okay.
So we'll show everybody what it's going to look like a little later, or maybe now. See what you
it's
think
really good.
about it.
Wow.
So we're going to cut that up, and we're going to serve those as little pinwheels on there. Try that one out. So tell me what you
It's
think.
scalding hot. I'm not going to put that in my mouth
It's been
right now.
cooling off for a while.
I've fallen for that before.
Just so you know,
Oh.
just so you know, in here, what I have going is a little bit of that cumin. I need a touch of coriander real quick. Right, nice.
There you go.
And I got my shallots, the cumin, the coriander. We're also going to add into my mix a little bit of mint that I'm going to cook up really quickly, and I'll just add some more flavor, and a little bit of dill. And you're going to make the tzatziki sauce for what we're doing.
Okay.
You ever make tzatziki, Dan?
Never.
All right, here it is. Tzatziki.
Now, isn't tzatziki the same thing that's in gyros or gyros or gyros?
Exactly.
Or whatever?
Basically,
Okay.
we're going to be making the equivalent of what a gyro would be right here with these lamb sliders. So the tzatziki needs to have some yogurt.
All right.
And then we have the main ingredient of a tzatziki. It's a cucumber, basically like a cucumber dressing. So what I'll do real quick is I'll cut you up cucumber.
How much yogurt?
I'd like to put that whole thing in there.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, that made it easy. I can do
that's
that.
why I put it there.
Okay. All right, and that's about what? 2 cups or a cup?
It's about a cup of
About a
yogurt
cup
right
of
there.
yogurt.
We're
Okay.
gonna cup of yogurt. We're going to do the cucumber. Now, I'm using these European cucumbers or English cucumbers. You know, when you have the American cucumbers, the native ones, you actually have to take the skin
They
off.
have
And
and they have a lot more seeds, too.
And they have seeds. These don't have seeds at all.
Okay,
They're
right.
seedless cucumbers. So we're going to put them in with skin and everything. It's going to
Just
give
put
some
'em
nice
in? Okay.
textured. Yeah, you're going to get that
Now,
in.
you call these English. You sure they're not Italian? Because I thought,
No,
again, they
European.
invented everything.
They
European.
did.
Okay.
They invented broccoli, not cucumbers.
They invented broccoli?
You didn't know that?
They didn't invent broccoli.
Yes, they did.
Come on, there's no way.
All right, so someone's looking up on YouTube
All
right
this
now,
in
or
there?
on Google right now if they invented broccoli. And I will tell you that the Italians invented broccoli and cauliflower.
Okay.
They did it from, so what else you got in there? You
Nothing.
need some red onion.
Red
Let's
onion.
use shallots instead, or red onion, yeah, all right. How about shallots? How about red onion? How about shallots? Let's chop that up. So we're getting a start on it. You don't want to really add it in whole because we're going to puree all this together. So you want to get that in there. Then, so, ooh, this is going to be such a great dressing. We need a couple of cloves of that raw garlic.
Just toss them in?
Yeah, toss them right in.
And
How
by a couple,
about-
you meant 3?
Yeah, and how about some cayenne pepper?
Cayenne. All right. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
This is where I drop it. And
Go ahead, you can put, that's
Okay,
good,
all
not
right.
too spicy. Want to put some lemon juice in there. There you go.
Look at that
He is
technique.
good. Technique is all there.
watching Giada pays off.
I don't think you watch her for the food, man. Just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't watch her for the food.
Haven't we had that discussion before?
Yeah, that
Have
we're
we
not
ever had
supposed
it
to
on
talk
TV
about that?
My youngest daughter loves watching that show, so I watch it on
Yeah,
a
and-
large
and
screen
you do
TV.
it just for her.
I do.
Right?
Right.
Has
All right,
nothing
so
to
there's
do with
some lemon
her.
juice.
You doing
All right,
all right?
good, yeah, we're
All
good.
right, so here, check out my cool garbage can.
All right, good.
There you
All
go.
right.
All right. So you have what?
Yogurt, cucumbers, garlic, shallots, and some
Lemon.
seasoning. Lemon.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
You do salt.
I got pepper. Oh, you're going to do
I
it
got
fresh?
pepper.
Okay.
I'll just grind because it makes us look like we're working together.
I'm not complaining or anything, but I just happen to know, the big game's on a little later, and in just a few minutes, actually, and there's no beer in the studio.
Tell me about it.
I was just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I was trying to work on that. Just didn't happen today. All right, so we got everything?
Yeah, we're all set.
All right, put the top on because trying to do that with the top off will really get scary.
There's a lot of things that applies to.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And you see why I didn't do beer with them? So there's
Now,
our
do you just
fish.
do it till it's all smooth? Or
Yeah,
do
we're
you
gonna do it
want
till
chunky?
no. We want a little bit of chunk, but not too much. Let's open that up. Let's taste it. Come right
All right.
around. I'll do the tasting because that's fun. Oh, this is gonna be perfect.
Because you have a culinary degree.
We need a little more salt and pepper and cayenne.
Okay. Yes, boss.
Yes, that's right. Ooh, no, not the cayenne.
No, you said pepper.
Just salt and pepper. I was gonna say cayenne, but there it is. Ooh, that's
Okay.
gonna be delicious.
And by ooh, you mean it's really hot.
No, ooh, by like wow,
Okay.
that was awesome. All right, looking good.
Looks good.
All right, I need a little bit of salt in here. Yeah, you finish that going. We're good. We're perfect there. Can I get a little bit of salt in here? And these are our lamb meatball or our lamb sliders we're doing.
I might have just put sugar in there. That's
Did
all
you?
right. No, I don't know.
That's okay. Sugar's good
Not
in
like
there
I
too.
have to eat it. I don't care.
Yeah, no, you're gonna eat
How much?
it.
How much? Is that enough?
A little bit more.
Okay.
All right, perfect. We're using kosher salt. Now, so I have the shallots in there. I have a little bit of mint. I have the Worcestershire sauce that also adds a little bit of saltiness. I love Worcestershire in burgers. And then we're just going to mix that all up. And we're going to get that into little patties. We have our rolls that are right there. We're going to do basically that size roll. And with lamb meatballs versus hamburgers, I like to cook them all the way through as opposed to hamburgers, even though I eat everything rare.
Now, because this is ground lamb, ground hamburger, there's, 80, 85%, 90, 93% with the amount of fat to meat. Is there any number like that applies to lamb, or is it just ground lamb and that's it?
You might check with your meat guy wherever you go if they do have any leaner, but you really don't want the lamb to be too lean because it'll dry out.
Right, I was going to say, and you want some fat to help bind it and add flavor and stuff.
So we'll get a whole bunch of these going. So we have this. We have our little roll up here. We have in the oven. What do we have working in the oven? Our ribs. And Danny's going to help me make some of our lamb sliders. Huh? One for Lee, yeah. But that's how easy it is
to make
do
a lamb
sliders.
football.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
And now you can go out and I'll throw it and you catch this.
Yeah, no.
Come on,
I know what's going to happen.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
You want to do that? Yeah, they don't have the camera set up. We're lucky that way. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll start getting the rest of these together. Make sure they fit on that bun.
It's going to shrink a little bit.
Yeah. Now,
You're getting a little bossy.
you know what? You know what I like that you brought up about the shrinkage? Here, it's not only when it's cold water. So I'm going to show you something you might want to work on. So when you're doing any type of hamburger, they do shrink because the fat comes out.
Right.
What you do is you
put a little thing in
a little dent in the center.
I knew that.
You did.
Yeah.
Because
People don't believe me.
No, and it works, right?
Plus you can go like
Yeah,
that.
and then little hats. There you go. So we'll get those on there. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, that's a beautiful one.
I'm telling you.
You are the man. All right, we'll do the last of these. We'll get them cooking. We have our tzatziki done. We're going to put some feta on there. We'll go find the tomato somewhere, and we'll put that together. Let's see what happens at the end. All right, don't go away because the game's going to start soon, and we want to get all this food together on a platter so we can watch it too. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to A Culinary Journey. I did actually catch
Spike the ball! Spike the ball! That could have gone tragically wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look what's on the set.
Look, hey, cheers, buddy. Look at that. We got beer on the set, so we're good to go. We'll have to finish that. So, what do we make today?
We made these things.
Yeah, and those things?
We made the pinwheels that have bacon and cream cheese and some other good stuff in it.
Yeah,
Not cream
Chipotle.
cheese, Chipotle.
Nice.
And that's one that's not cut. These are cut. Right. Lamb. We have lamb sliders we're going to put together.
Right.
We have ribs with a sort of a Chipotle rub that's in the oven right now. And
so you have on there, you took your tzatziki and you put feta on those.
right.
Here, I'll put a couple together. Maybe you could get me one to enjoy. Put that over there. Oh, these are going to be so good, Dan. Right,
and again, if you don't like lamb, I assume you can use ground,
you can even
beef
make chicken. Remember we
or
talked about
pork.
the chicken meatballs that we did. We could do the same thing with chicken on this with those same flavors and still use the tzatziki. So if you don't like it at all, as far as the lamb goes, you can do that. We have our ribs right here that we're going to put down. Let's see how they came out. Oh, nice. They're falling apart.
Well, those are hot.
Yeah. Did you just use your hands for that?
That's the way I do it at home.
That's probably the reason why the beer comes into play. So let's do that. We'll get those on there.
Nice.
Just with the rub and no heavy barbecue. If you want a barbecue, you can make your own. They're really easy to make. Kind of take that same rub, add some flavors to that, but I just love them dry like that.
Those smell
nice.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice little addition. So we got that. We got our...
And what's great about these is like 3 weeks after your party, the drunk guy that's always at your house for the big game doesn't know what to do with the bones, and when nobody's looking, he puts them in the planter and stuff.
And you found a couple
and
there,
then you
right?
find the bones, and your first thought is, whose fingers are those? And then you're like, no, oh, that's right. It's the guy that I'm not inviting to the party next year that threw him behind the thing.
Guess what? I'm not invited to your party next year, right? Dan, we had a good time, man. Thank
Are we
you
all
very
done?
much. We're all done.
Oh,
We're
man.
ready to go.
I didn't even whip out the Miracle Whip.
There you go. Oh, I did it just in time. There we go. I snuck it in on him. Hey, guys, I hope you have a great game today and enjoy it. I hope your team wins or my team wins, whoever we're voting for, and whoever's playing. Who knows? At this point, it doesn't matter because we're having a nice little spread. We're going to finish our sliders, our ribs, and our pinwheels with the bacon in. Absolutely incredible. Hey, guys, have a great time on watching the game. Dan, cheers.
Cheers.
Have a great one. See you next time on A Culinary Journey. Oh, nice. I got
No. Good?
Look at that.
That's very good. Perfect.
Absolutely perfect. You're not going to try
I thought you
anything?
could do that in one bite.
I could.
I should have had you do that.